This Arthur Greenwood is going to tie a CDC in elk. A flight designed and invented by a Dutchman called Hans Willeman. And Arthur's going to demonstrate the tying of it now. I'll stop the commentary and we'll concentrate on the fly dressing.
Right, this fly was designed by, as Joe says, by Hans Willeman. It was designed for fishing the Rocky Mountain rivers in Montana and Idaho and Wyoming. And it has two basic components. It is CDC, which is waterproof and floats, and it's got elk hair, which is hollow and floats. And it's a very, very simple fly to tie. What you need is a size, this is a code 4 CDC feather. Stroke the elements down until there's just a tiny bit popping out, which you pinch and loop on to the end of the hook. Bring the thread up, leave plenty of room for the deer hair at the end. You need hackle pliers for this because the feather is actually quite small. A couple of turns at the back, which is really essentially a dubbing. But when you come onto the longer fibres of it, that's what's going to give the fly its rotation. You want to start stroking those back with each rotation of the feather so that it comes out as a nice kind of a straggly, loose appearance. And you can use every single bit of the feather. I'm going to tie this on right up close to the butt. And you can see that all that's left is that tiny little tag. I'm going to whack that off and then just generally tidy up the head. I'm going to take some coastal deer fur or deer hair, take a small bunch, probably about like those ones. I'm going to go for those ones in the middle. That's a small bunch there. Put it off nice and close to the fur and then put it into a hair stacker. Give that a couple of taps and take it apart very gently. You'll notice that the tips are all nicely lined up. So we take that in the left hand and now measure it for length on the hook. It should come more or less level with the bend of the hook. Once you've got the length of it, then you change hands and you can trim off the front bit, but don't trim it off too close. Leave a little bit there because that's going to be the head of the fly. And this is Willeman's secret for tying this in. You do 1.5 loops and then pull it upwards and you notice that the head flares out. Then you bring it 45 degrees diagonally through the head, pull everything back so there's nothing sticking out, and just make a small head in front of the fly. And then you can whip finish that. And that's the CDC in elk. It doesn't require any gink or any flotation liquid on it. Because of the elk hair, because of the CDC, it's going to float like a cork.
Thank you, Arthur.